Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Sunday Fun Day. We are, as the title says, we are heading into Week 18, but we are recapping Week 17. Right, Matt?
Yep, just the way it's been for the last 5 years, but yep. I wish I thought it was funny too, but it's just like,
You what?
I wish I thought it was funny too, but it's just beating the same old bush for something that's could have been talked about 5 years ago, but wasn't.
What was that saying you just said?
Beating the same old bush.
I don't think that's how that goes.
Beating a dead horse. What is it?
Beat a dead horse.
Oh, you can beat a bush too.
Well, you can say like I'm beating around the bush at something. That's a whole different saying.
Have you guys ever heard of a hybrid saying? Like, just move on.
I haven't. No.
No, I've never actually heard anybody say a hybrid saying.
Well, you don't get out much.
I guess not. I hope everybody listening had a great Christmas, and when this comes out, what's the date today? But I don't know about you guys. It's been hard to figure out what day of the week it is at times. Over the Christmas year, and I think football plays a part in that because it just seems like there's football every day. Which I've said on here, Christmas Day games, hate them. Yeah,
hate them. Didn't see a second. Well, the night game I saw, I guess.
Yeah, I ended up seeing some things. I was pretty set in stone, kind of trying to just like, if a game got put on, I would watch some of it, but not really try to seek it out. A Christmas gift I got from a brother-in-law. We do a Secret Santa. A Christmas gift was one of them was part of it was a $25 parlay that he had made for the Christmas Day games that paid out $350, which is a great gift idea, I think. I told him that we do $100
like he
limit
made the
on
bet for you.
What's that?
Like he made the bet, or he gave you the money for the bet?
No, he made the bet and then put the bet, like printed out the bet slip, put it in my gift, and then I opened that up. Yeah,
it is a good idea.
And
That's a great idea.
It's a Secret Santa with Jill's family, and we do $100 limit. I told him next year if he gets my name, all $100 on something. Go big.
I love that.
So that was fun, but Christmas. How was your guys' Christmas?
Mine was good. Went by definitely pretty quick. But it was good. Got some cool things. Got a new golf bag, a new hat, one of those extendo shovels, for getting all that snow off the roof.
Oh,
nice.
Are you wearing one of those hats?
I haven't used it yet because I got to get some butane, but I got a smoker set for making my whiskey now.
Yeah, I saw that.
Smoke my whiskey, so I'm excited to give that a whirl. And
God, I'm so uncultured. I don't even know what that means.
It's just like like smoking meat, but you're smoking your whiskey.
No.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen in a restaurant, Brett? There's like, it's not something I've ordered because I think it's on the expensive part of the menu at most times. But people order a whiskey and it comes out and they got a little thing covering it, and then they pull it down and your drink's smoking.
Oh yeah, okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
I'm excited to use it.
But are you going to use it all the time? Just have like random?
No, not every time I have one, but
right.
If I'm sitting down for the right game or something, maybe it'll be like, yep, this makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to abuse it, but
maybe like next week, Saturday at 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
That might be some time.
Saturday at 4:30, baby, or 4, whatever it is. Let's go.
Damn, it's too bad that game matters.
Oh yeah, you won't be watching.
No, I was just meant because Dolphins did their part, but we You're I hope you were I know I just said a mean thing, so it's but I hope you're more cheerful over Christmas time.
You talking to me? Cheerful about what?
Just cheerful, you.
What's wrong?
You're just so grumpy all the time.
Oh, sorry, boys.
I think that's what he's saying.
My bad, I guess.
No, I don't mean you're so. Yeah.
No, it's fine. New Year's resolution, I guess.
Look,
We
now
should-
you made him grumpy, Brady.
No, it's my fault. It is my fault. It is.
I was doing fine, but I'm not really sure.
Yeah, no, I think it's my bad. It's my bad. I'm sorry. To
I was-
accept my
Oh, yeah. I mean, sure, yeah. No harm, no foul. How was Brett's Christmas?
It was great. Got Bills tickets from my eldest brother,
Oh wow.
That sucks.
and we get to pick week 1 to 7. But obviously the schedule is not out, so hopefully we'll get a good
Oh.
game.
What do you mean week? Like you don't know
he
when the
knows a
home games
guy,
are.
and yeah, we don't know when their home games are, or who they're playing, so we'll pick whichever one we want.
So obviously,
Cool.
if Chargers happen to be in town,
It's kind of what I'm praying for, yeah.
yeah.
And I believe it's the year that they would play them, so be a
Say
nice
okay.
coincidence.
Here's a quick question for you then. So say the Chargers don't play in week 1 to 7. If you could pick any other opponent for the Bills to play for you to go watch, who's that opponent?
Ooh.
New
Maybe the
stadium too.
Rams. Yeah,
Rams.
new stadium. See Matthew Stafford before he retires.
What if he's already retired?
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
It's a great question. Maybe the Bears are fun to watch.
They sure are. That's a wild. That's just. It's still wild to hear that, to think about that. But it's true. They're just a confirmed fun team right now.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we can move on from Christmas.
How was yours?
Oh yeah, my Christmas is good.
It doesn't seem very good.
Why?
Oh yeah.
No, I got this this Sunday Funday hoodie. DSAB blessed the boys and got them in by Christmas. They weren't supposed to be, so I've honestly, I think I've had it on for at least a part of every day since I got it. They are the comfiest things. Like this
nice.
inner, I don't know. I'm pumped about it. Also the big thing I got this year was a Blackstone. So I'm gonna be
Ooh.
yeah. You can find me dadding it up on the grill, on the skillet all summer long. I think I'm gonna wait till after winter to officially set it up, just because I've tried cooking on them in the winter before. You can't like get it up to full heat. But that's gonna look good on the back deck, and I think I'm gonna spend a lot of time out there this coming summer. So I'm very excited about that. I also got a couple new hats. Not wearing one of them right now, but got a sweet Leafs hat. Leafs are kind of been on a bit of a roll. They did lose in overtime the other night, but 2 of their last 3, and got a point in overtime. They need to start now. Anyways, not a hockey podcast. We can get to football. Happy. This will be. I hope everyone has a good New Year's. When this comes out, it'll be almost that time. I don't know about you guys, but with kids, New Year's Eve feels a little different than normal. I guess this is your second one, Matt.
Yeah. I don't even remember what we did last year, but
Yeah.
I honestly have no idea. I'm trying to remember. No idea what we did last year, but
Yeah. Yep. I didn't know if you had anything to add on to that or not, or if you're just
no. It is different. Like, I don't think I really did. Must have not done much last year because I don't remember it.
Yeah. No, that's a valid point. All right. Christmas Day games. Dallas Cowboys 30, Washington Commanders 23. Shout out. We talked about Josh Johnson last week. His first name's Josh, right?
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
Gotta be. It's a J. Yeah, Josh. As for a third string quarterback, he came in there and on a Christmas Day game that, looking at it, definitely could have been unwatchable. He kept it close with the Cowboys. There was no playoff implications for this game. It was really just a nothing game unless you're, if you're watching for the fantasy finals, you might be in if you had a bet on it, or if you're, I guess, a Cowboys or a Commanders fan. That's really the only reason you're watching these games. But shout out Bill Krotsky Moret. First name not Bill. I don't know why he wants to be called Bill. Do you guys have any insight on that? But he said he's good with Bill.
No idea how that even happened, but it's
I don't get
all
neither.
people ever call him. It's just Bill. Like, you just say the word Bill. That's all people
Yeah.
need to know.
His
I gotta
name
say, I
is
appreciate it. It's better
Yeah,
than
Ja'Cory
Krotsky
Merritt is his full name.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll go with Bill. But he kind of broke out. He was at least at the start of the year talked about like he could be one of these. He was a 7th round draft pick, but I think he had a good camp, and at least for fantasy purposes, he was talked about like he could be a breakout rookie this year. It didn't really happen all year, but maybe he's getting going by the end of the year, and maybe he can be something for the Commanders next year. I feel like they could use a running back ever since they lost Eckler at the start of the year. Who I saw, he was on the panel one of these games. I don't know if you saw that, Brett.
He was. They do that a lot now. Like Fred Warner was on the panel the other night too, or last night, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of cool seeing some of those guys. Obviously, I hope you pour one out for Eckler every time you see him or think about him. You know, he did a lot of good things for you. You kind of riddance. Come on, he had a great career. It just maybe was a little slow at the end, and you just hate the guy for it, or what's your beef?
No, he was a dickhead when he left. Shit talked us a whole bunch, and then he's like, I'm on a better team now. And now
he was a bit of a fumbler too, wasn't he?
Big fumbler, big injury guy. Good riddance.
I mean,
I do remember he had some dog time in the fantasy category, but
whatever. I don't owe him anything. He never brought me a playoff win, so
that's true.
No, yeah, that is true. What do you guys got on that game? Anything?
Boy. No, I mean, it's so like I was thinking about this today. The teams that are just like gonzo, like done for the year, I don't even know like what to say about these teams anymore. Like the Cowboys, I guess shout out to Malik Davis, 27-year-old, had a good rushing game for them. But besides that, like it's so hard to even like gather complete thoughts on teams that are just, you know, on vacation in a week from now. But yeah, divisional. That's what I got.
It was a divisional game, yeah. but the favorite did win though, so that doesn't really work for your divisional point that you like to use.
Well, the favorite doesn't win every single time.
Oh,
correct. Yeah. What's your point?
Well, you said whoever won was the favorite.
Yeah, the Cowboys were the favorite.
Yeah, the favorite doesn't win every single time in divisional.
No, no.
Just to clear it up.
I'm staying out of it.
This is the type of mood Matt and I are in, that if we were not on screen, there'd be fisticuffs happening at some point.
What type of mood am I even in? I thought I was fine, but you're like picking battles.
I didn't say you.
I said we'd be in a fisticuffs right now.
I'd like to hit you.
What the heck am I doing wrong?
Nothing. You're
attacking my mood ever since the podcast started today.
What?
You're just attacking my mood and my personality ever since the podcast started.
Your personality. Today. I said our mood. I didn't say your mood.
You said something about me not enjoying Christmas and this and that. And
no, I didn't say you didn't enjoy. You're twisting my words.
Doing whatever. No.
I'm just happy to see you.
Letting you know what I'm hearing.
I'm just happy to see. I haven't seen you. I'm just happy to see you. I'm just like poking the bear kind of thing, you know.
It seems to be working.
I'm fine. I've been fine the whole time.
And I'm fine too.
I'm in a great mood.
So you wouldn't want to throw hands if we were together?
I mean, right now I just want to talk some ball, but
okay, let's talk some ball. If you're a Detroit Lions fan, I don't think you're going to want to be talking ball for this next segment. Minnesota Vikings 23, Detroit Lions 10. I screenshot a stat that I'm going to go find on this one, but Brett, I don't know if either of you had much of a chance to watch this game. It was another Christmas one. Detroit obviously needed the win to keep their playoff hopes alive. Brett, what do you got on that game?
I mean, I didn't see a second. I didn't really care, but on the Lions, disappointing year for sure. They had a really tough schedule, but like the last 7 games, I think they were 2-5. That'll kill you every time. The team is still great. Offense is great. Defense is good without injuries. Jared Goff has got to go. Now, there's no better option next year, so they're probably just going to run it back with the exact same thing, but he's not bringing you a Super Bowl. That team is so good skill-wise, and even kind of still coaching-wise. Dan Campbell, I still think is a good coach. I think Jared Goff is a problem.
there's that quote has been surfacing so much of Dan Campbell. Either that was last year or 2 years ago when they got put out there when they kind of had that whatever it was 15-2, 14-3 season or whatever. Just about, well, we might never get an opportunity like this. And now obviously because they're, not in the playoffs, that quote is everywhere now. And I mean, Dan is right. I mean, like there could be a very different look on that team next year. Like not only did they not make the playoffs, but it's not like they didn't make the playoffs going 10-7. Like there's a chance this team finishes under 500 this year.
And it's like it's not a year where like teams are missing the playoffs with great records. Like the Packers are absolutely limping into the playoffs. Bears obviously kind of ran away and had some good games down the stretch, but Lions, like there's no reason they shouldn't be week 18 have a chance to get into the playoffs, and they didn't. Max Brosmer is the only NFL quarterback in the Super Bowl era to play the entire game and finish with under 70 passing yards, get sacked 7+ times, and still win.
Yeah, I didn't see this game, but how did they win? Like, I don't.
Wow.
Looking at it from the statistical standpoint, it's like how did the Vikings win this game?
Bad guy, good coach. Brian Flores had a great game. That's how they won. It was defense. Andrew Van Ginkel, ex-Dolphin. He's a dog. I wish we still had him. He had a strip sack on Goff. I don't know if there was a pick six at one point, but Goff had 5 turnovers. I think 3 fumbles and 2 interceptions. Maybe you can correct me on that. But Max Brosmer eliminated the Detroit Lions from contention with 51 passing yards.
Jeez.
Brian Flores put an absolute
insane.
clinic, completely shut down Goff and Campbell and the Lions. Vikings threw just 51 yards and beat Detroit.
God.
And then
that
this
is
thing says, how is B-Flow not a head coach? I'll tell you why. Bad guy. Max Brosmer in the last 3 weeks has 0 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 12 sacks taken. The Vikings are 2-1 in those games.
Wow. That's
insane?
impressive.
That's
Actually amazing.
It doesn't make sense in a way.
So here's a question. The Vikings still have a chance to finish over 500 if they win their Week 18 game. And I think we should go back and talk Lions in a sec quickly.
Wow.
But the Vikings do have a chance to be over 500 if they win their Week 18 a game against, I don't even know who they play. But say they win it, they finish 9-8. Even if they don't, they're 8-9. If Sam Darnold's their quarterback, how many wins do you think this team has?
No, they're like 11 or 12 wins, like for sure in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Now,
For sure, 100%. They're still in that division, but like they were great last year. Sam Darnold took a Seahawk offense that no one really thought was going to be that good, and not that they're at the top of the league, but they're definitely a very capable offense. And I mean, a second year of Darnold with Jefferson and what's his name, the other wide receiver, Addison, like that can only get better, like. Or you'd think anyway. So I don't know. I think 100% the Vikings are in the playoffs if Darnold was there this year.
Yeah, and now you look at that division, and the Packers did limp into the playoffs. So you're right. They would have been in there. They would have been at 10, 11 wins.
With that being said, obviously we don't know what the QB situation for Minnesota will be like next year. Well, let's just say they bring in a vet, like a decent vet, Who do you think, and we don't know what changes Detroit will obviously make, but Vikings or Lions, who do you think has the better chance at getting back into the dance next year?
Lions,
because the Vikings are going to trick themselves into 9 again.
Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts too. Like obviously Lions have the pieces there, but
yeah,
I mean they've been a pretty good team for a long time now until this year really, but same with Detroit. But no, that division next year, like very high chance if Minnesota gets their QB room right, all 5 or all 4 teams over 500, I could totally see that.
Before we go to the next game, can I tell you guys something that just happened to me that like has a chance to be one of the worst fantasy beats of all time?
Please.
I'm in a fantasy final this week. I don't have anybody playing. This guy has just Bijan Robinson. I was up 36
score like a
points.
60-yarder?
93-yard touchdown he just scored.
No.
I needed Bijan Robinson to stay under 36 fantasy points. They're not even at halftime. He's at 31.
Jesus.
I'm going to lose.
And you have nobody.
I have nobody. I was up 36 points though.
I'm looking at it right now. You got a 4-point buffer.
If you guys, I don't know if either of you are watching. Give me Only tell me if you see a Bijan fumble. I can't look at this anymore. That is
God, there is so much game left.
so
We're not
much.
at
That
halftime yet.
93-yard run could be like a $500 swing.
That's pretty bad. Oh, wow. It was 93. They're re-showing it right now.
Oh, great. How am I supposed to keep podcasting?
Well, if it helps, I'm hurting a lot too still. I still think about my DK Metcalf a lot.
Yeah.
That is brutal. And I also lost a fantasy final. Unless Puka gets 60 points in the next half.
Let's go, Puka.
Yeah, let's go, Puka. And can you tell, like, no injuries, right, Bijan?
Are you saying you want an injury?
No.
Oh,
Brady's thinking 3 letters.
No. They're up 21-0 against the Rams. Just rest them for next week. That is the most. I can't believe that just happened. I honestly, my mind's in a blender. That's okay. Oh,
rest them for next week. They're 6-9.
well, Matt needs them next week, possibly. We'll get to that. Okay, last Christmas game. And then I have my top 5 of the week after this one, and you'll see why. Denver Broncos 20, Kansas City Chiefs 13. This was almost the Chris Oladukin. I think we also tried to say his name last week. I don't think any of us were close there. It is confirmed Oladukin from what I heard on the broadcast. Mm-hmm. He's bad for sure. He sounds just like Patrick Mahomes, unless I got AI. Did you guys hear that too? Did I get AI, or does he sound exactly like Patrick Mahomes? Did you guys hear him in an interview at all?
No, I didn't hear that.
Try to, you don't have to now, but after, just try to look up his post-game presser. He literally sounds identical to Patrick Mahomes, and apparently they're actually really good buddies.
Oh wow!
But the Chiefs were trying really hard in this game, which was surprising. The spread was, I think the Broncos were favored by almost 2 touchdowns. They were a pick for me in the spread game, didn't cover it. The Chiefs were trying super hard in this game. It was their last game ever at Arrowhead. You could tell with the Travis Kelce stuff, Brett, it must have made you sick if you're watching. It was just and Travis Kelce, I don't hate him like you do, obviously, Brett, and it's mm-hmm. very rightful that you do hate him. But this was the classic. He's not going to say if he's retiring or not. But he kind of comes out of the tunnel, does the things where it looks like he's taking it all in kind of thing. And he's trying to fire the boys up on the sidelines, and it doesn't matter. They're on their 3rd string quarterback. They're out of playoffs. It doesn't matter. When he makes the catch, he's doing a big, making a bit of a scene. He's definitely trying to make a bit of a scene, and he did. Didn't have a great game. Nobody on the Chiefs really did. He was their leading receiver with 36 yards. And it kind of all came on the last drive there. But before we get to the Broncos, Brett or Matt, do you guys have anything on the Chiefs, or is just they're just getting to next year?
100%, I think, is just getting to next year. I mean, I don't even know if there's another right answer to that question.
Yeah,
the year's done. Obviously, no one cares. They're just going to take their time off this year. Not play that January, February football, and I'm sure they'll be back. Wouldn't be surprised if they're in the Super Bowl next year. That's just how good they are.
Yep. Yeah. Wouldn't shock me at all.
Kelce will be back next year. He'll do his retirement tour. He's a big for the camera guy. Yeah. That was all for the camera, all the coming back out and taking it in. I did learn today that the Chiefs are moving states.
Yeah.
Went from Missouri to Kansas.
I always thought they were in Kansas.
No, there's 2 Kansas cities. It's very confusing.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
It's not very far.
There's Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City.
So
Missouri.
they're moving to Kansas City. Right
Correct.
Now they're just in Missouri.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Kansas
that was last
Kansas.
I mean, as far as Arrowhead goes, though, when watching games on TV, Arrowhead is one of the more electric. When that place is bumping, it did always seem like one of the more electric places to at least watch a game on TV. Obviously, I was never there. So that sucks a little bit. Kind of like the Bills moving stadiums. It's it'll always be weird when you move from an older stadium to something that's brand new. It just seems like it can be tough to really create that atmosphere that you got used to loving watching those teams.
Yeah, all the new stadiums are the exact same. They're all super polished. When you watch the Arrowhead Stadium. It does look like old, like it almost looks Lambeau-like, where everything's a
Mhm.
little old, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
The Denver Broncos, they have not quite clinched the number 1 seed in the AFC. I think they just need to win against Chargers, which now sounds like Herbert's not starting. So we'll maybe talk about that once we get to the Chargers game. So it looks like they've pretty much locked up the number 1 seed, unless whoever your backup is pulls a rabbit out of his ass.
Trey Lance, it could happen.
Oh yeah, Trey Lance. You never know. You never know. But Bo Nix, another, kind of quiet first 3 quarters. He did rush a touchdown in. He didn't make too many mistakes. The Chiefs defense was playing pretty well. They, like I said, they were definitely trying hard in this game. Had that 7-yard rush, and then what happens under 2 minutes? Bo Nix takes him on a game-winning drive, throws a touchdown to RJ Harvey. Top 12 quarterback in my opinion. And
hey, good for him. They beat a team that was trying to tank for a playoff spot. It's awesome.
No, it's not the most impressive win. It's not the most impressive stat line for Nixon here, but I did want to carry this to my top 5 of the week because I did some talking when last week, or it was over the text. Bo Nix got brought up again. He seems to be a hot topic on this podcast. I'm obviously I'm a definite believer. Brett will admit that he is a believer if they make the AFC Championship.
I never agreed to that.
Oh, really? There's a clip. Isn't that what you said, Matt?
I kind of think Brett did say that.
Shit, I was a little drunk last week.
yeah, Chris is special. So you said, I said, what will make you a believer? And you said if they make the AFC Championship. Now that looks like they're just going to have to get 1 game to get there.
Yeah, they'll get their ass kicked by whoever they play.
Okay,
I'm not worried.
So
about
this is where I get to my top 5 of the week, because over the text, Matt's take is that Bo Nix is a good quarterback, but he's not a top 12. And I just think, like, to hear and obviously I think Brett agrees with that. I disagree. Just to hear the number top 12 thrown out just made me laugh to myself when I saw, like, who's ever seen a top 5. Bad producing by Jesse. He just I think he just said, what did Jesse just say in the notes? Can someone see that?
Where is that? Oh, right there.
I think he just blew our cover, Matt.
Oh wait, it's in the private chat. Oh.
What did he say? Read it.
Brett said he'd be impressed, but he'll never say whatever the fuck that is.
I don't think you said you'll say it, but what if they make it to the Super Bowl? Will you say on here, I am a believer if they make it to the Super Bowl?
No. Will you say Josh Allen's the best quarterback in the NFL if they win the Super Bowl?
No. Yeah. Touche.
Yeah,
all right. We can move on. Fair enough. Okay. So my top 5 of the week this week is a top 12 of the week.
12 is so funny.
12 is what Matt got me thinking of 12. So instead of top 5 this week, I have a top 12, and I have 2 lists of 12 here, and I want to hear your guys' opinion on which one, because we've had some arguments, and this predates you on this podcast, Brett, but we've had some arguments about what a power ranking is. There's never a definition of power rankings. Matt and I have very different thoughts on what they mean. So I have a list of 1, the top 12 quarterbacks right now in the NFL. So obviously, like, a guy like Mahomes is not on that list because he's hurt. So I have that list, and who else wouldn't be on there that's hurt?
Lamar.
I do have Lamar on that list because he just missed a game, but Mahomes is really the one. So it's like, to give that away, I have Matt Stafford as my number 1 for that. He would not be my number 1 if I'm talking quarterbacks going into next year. So I have the list of, like, top 12 quarterbacks. If you turn injuries off, don't worry about injuries. Assuming these guys are all healthy, I have that top 12. And then I have the top 12, like, guys, right now, healthy, playing football right now. Which one do you guys want? Second one? Now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can't turn injuries off. That plays into who's good.
Yeah, I agree.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I made both just because I wanted to, be legit. I wanted to get your guys' opinion on that. Okay. So I'll start at number 1, playing right now. And I will say I made this list before the start of the Rams-Falcons game tonight. I haven't had eyes on it. I know Stafford threw a pick 6, and I know they have 0 points. That's all I currently know about that game. So we're going to pretend I haven't seen any of that because I do have Matthew Stafford at number 1. Maybe he has a huge comeback and Bijan doesn't touch the field anymore. And then Matthew Stafford is, still the number 1. So at number 1, Matthew Stafford. At number 2, pains me, I have Josh Allen. At number 3, kills me, Drake May. Number 4,
Wow.
Justin Herbert. Number 5, Joe Burrow. Number 6, Dak. Number 7, Lamar. Number 8, Goff. Number 9, Bo Nix. Number 10, Trevor Lawrence. Number 11, Jordan Love. Number 12, Baker Mayfield. Honorable mentions for that, I have Caleb Williams, the Shuckster, Sam Darnold, Jalen Hurts, Quinn Ewers, and Bryce Young.
I don't even know. Like that's a lot of information to process.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I guess one thing, I would say Trevor Lawrence, top 5 in the league right now. Like the last 3 weeks, he's been elite as elite can be. I think power
That's fair.
ranking wise, or for this list, he should be higher. That's one thing I maybe thought of. But I honestly
He's had a
think the
great year,
list
but-
was pretty accurate and pretty unbiased for the most part for once.
It was completely unbiased. Yeah. Maybe putting Quinn Ewers in honorable mention, maybe a tiny bit biased, but
Yeah,
You didn't
well,
put
we
him
know
on the
how
list,
the
that's
honorable mentions operate around here, so I'm just focused on the 12.
yeah, no,
Caleb
Trevor Lawrence, I
Williams-
could hear the argument Trevor Lawrence should be slid up, but for him, I was thinking that he the last 3 weeks have been awesome. But before that, it definitely wasn't. It wasn't Trevor Lawrence that was getting the Jags wins. So in my list, I was accounting for games earlier in the year. I don't know if your definition of power rankings takes out earlier in the year games.
that if power rankings were just recency, Trevor Lawrence should be number 1.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. If power rankings were
If
the
it was
last
just
3
if it was
weeks,
only based on the last recency of the last few weeks or whatever, 100% you would. So
Yeah.
I do agree. It does fluctuate into the whole season. So he's maybe not even top 5,
yeah.
but I
Brett,
think he's
any
higher than
issues-
10.
Brett, any issues with Herbert being number 4 in between Burrow at 5 and Drake May at 3? I really battled with May and Herbert, putting Herbert 3
Yeah.
and May 4.
I'm actually perfectly fine with that. Your top 4 is great. You start to lose your mind after that. Joe Burrow, ridiculous. He doesn't even play football. He hates it, he said.
No,
And then can you give me from 9 to 12?
9 to 12. Bo Nix, Trevor Lawrence, Jordan Love, Baker Mayfield, and Baker. I know if you're like has
Trevor
not been
Lawrence
good.
not being better
Baker's
than
lost
Bo
7
Nix
of
is
8 games.
insane.
What Jordan Love not being better?
No, Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence not being better than Bo Nix. Okay,
And then Caleb Williams isn't even in the top 12.
he was the first honorable mention off the board. Caleb
He's
Williams
better than Bo Nix.
And Baker.
Caleb Williams has not been better than Bo Nix. He's had some huge moments, and the producer must just be beside himself right now. But he's had some massive moments, no doubt. Caleb Williams has been fun with some massive moments this year. He's also still the Chicago Bears are winning games by running. Obviously late in games they have relied on Williams, and he's got them there. He's had some big plays, but he's also missed a lot of wide open guys. They were talking about it on the broadcast last night when they played too. There were some wide open dudes that Caleb could have hit, and he missed, and that's why he just missed. I strongly considered having him in the 12. Still would have been below Bo, but yeah. Do you guys just want to quickly hear my list if I turned injuries off?
Yeah,
Or-
rattle it off.
Just
Okay.
curious. So what's Baker at 12? 8 interceptions in his last 6 games. Has lost 7 of his last 8. What makes him number 12 over some guys?
Yeah, no,
Love
like I said, I take the start of the year into this as well. And at the start of the year, he was doing
A lot of the start of the year, I guess.
he was talked to what?
A majority of the start of the year, I think. If he's
No,
number
I wouldn't-
12, he's been one of the worst QBs the last 6 weeks.
Yeah, last 6 weeks have been bad for sure. He was you got to remember he was in the MVP conversation after like week 7.
Yeah. No, I just think like Jalen Hurts, like guys like that should be ahead of him.
I just don't think Hurts just deserves to be on this list this year with what he's done. If you're talking guys I trust in playoffs, then Hurts gets on this list. But if we're talking just how they've played this year, I don't think Hurts deserves to be on there at this time. But if you do just want to listen to my list of turning injuries off going into next year quarterbacks, I have at number 1 Patrick Mahomes, number 2 Josh Allen, 3 Lamar Jackson, 4 Joe Burrow, 5 Matthew Stafford, assuming he's not retired, 6 Justin Herbert, 7 Baker Mayfield, 8 Jalen Hurts, 9 Jordan Love, 10 Dak Prescott, 11 Jared Goff, 12 Bo Nix. Honorable mentions would be Trevor Lawrence, Caleb Williams, Sam Darnold, Jaden Daniels, don't want to forget about him, and Bryce Young.
Right. I don't hate that, actually.
All right. Notice how I said Bryce's name on both those honorable mentions. I just
Congrats.
Thanks. All right. On to our Saturday games before we get to our Sunday slate. We have the Houston Texans 20, the Los Angeles Chargers 16. We will throw it over to Brett here shortly, but just a few minor things about that game. CJ Stroud started off awesome. He looked like an MVP quarterback in the first half, looked like shit in the second half. Chargers defense was good. I still think that the Texans running game could be a problem for them come playoff time. They don't really seem to get anything going on the run game. The rookie wide receiver for the Texans, Jaden Higgins, is a name to watch. I think just in future years. Yeah, I don't think he's really lit up the league this year, but I think he's had a few big games, and just noticing him a few times, I think he's going to be a good wide receiver in the league. That's what I have on the Texans, and then I'll throw it over to Brett for a recap of this game.
Vintage Chargers. This is like when I first started watching. Get down early, then we kind of make adjustments, figure it out. Our defense starts playing well. Our quarterback does everything like Phil used to do back in the day. And then our most accurate kicker in the league misses 4 points that would have tied the game. And then we get a bullshit call to end it. So correct. But even back in the day, we always had good kickers in big games. They always missed. And then the cherry on top of all of it, with that loss, Phillip Rivers is eliminated from the playoffs. So it really, really was like watching back in 2014.
Yeah. And the loss did give the Broncos the AFC title. I'm blanking on your AFC what?
West.
I'm blanking.
West.
Did give the Broncos.
If Trey Lance wins next week, maybe not.
Isn't that? I think the Broncos have the AFC West confirmed no matter what. No?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. AFC West, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not the one seed, sorry.
Yeah.
Talking two different things.
Yeah. West confirmed. And you guys, so this is an interesting one. And actually, Matt, do you have anything on that game that was played?
Ahead. Yeah, keep going.
I was going to ask, looking forward, obviously it came out today. First of all, actually, what thoughts on Harbaugh saying Herbert is the best there ever was?
Yeah, me and Jim are the only ones that watch football, I think, because he's right.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys actually watched the game, but he was running for his life. The one completion he should have made where Gadsden just tipped it into an interception, incredible. 2 quarters later, he dodged 2 guys that were untouched right to Gadsden, tipped it. No third down conversion. So he's doing everything he can.
That interception, you put full blame on Gadsden?
Yeah, why wouldn't it be? It was right in his hands.
Yeah, it was, a little high, maybe thrown with a little too much heat. He was wide open.
You get paid millions of dollars. Catch the ball.
Okay.
It's too hard now. The passes are too hard.
Well, I don't know. It just seemed like one he could have just kind of put in the chest. It was, I'm just, you got to play two sides. Right. I'm just,
fair, sure.
And also, I just thought the best there ever was. He's still playing, he's alive. He's not dead.
I mean, he's a little intense. He also said the one win was better than the birth of his 7 children. So
yeah,
he did
say that. Yeah,
hyperbolic, I'd say. But here's a fun stat: 4 games this year, he's had 20 pressures a game. That is the most by any quarterback since Justin Herbert in 2021. So it's just the same story over and over. we're in the playoffs, whatever. The game doesn't mean that much to me. To get up into like that 2, 3, 4 seed, I think actually would have been worse because you probably get the Bills or the Texans.
Okay,
So
that's what I was
kind of
going to
fine.
ask. So you're happy to kind of throw in the towel for this game and take an L to finish
it's
in the
probably
7th seed, 'cause-
probably the Patriots, which they don't have a pass rush, so I'm happy with it.
Yeah, like are the Bills starting anything this week? Or like the standings are wild. Like
Yeah, the Bills can still win the AFC East if the Dolphins beat the Patriots this week and the Bills win their game.
no, there's a 2-game
No.
separation.
They can't. They can steal our spot, which they will, because we'll lose and they'll beat the Jets.
Right.
So you
that's what
guys
it
will be
was.
the last wild card team. So yeah, you're probably playing the Patriots then.
I would imagine there is some weird scenario with if there's a bunch of ties, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be
As
interesting.
long as it's not the Jags or the Texans.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, in 2019, the Patriots beat us like 42-10
Oh,
in the second
Oh,
round.
so
So
everyone
has
the old
beat
era
us.
though.
That was Phil.
Yeah.
So if you're getting a playoff scenario, and we'll obviously get it more into playoffs when we know your opponent, but just going off Dicker the kicker there, say he's got a 45-yarder to win it. How confidence level?
I'd still say 95%. It was
Confident?
very bizarre. Yeah,
What
confident.
about an extra point?
I think he's fine. Oh, I mean, if he got the yips, god damn.
Yeah.
But I did see he's from Houston, so that's
Oh.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something to think about.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I am a pretty nervous that there was an old game, I think in 2014. Nate Kading was our kicker. He was the most accurate in the league that year. He missed 4 field goals to lose us the game.
Oh,
Yeah. So that's been through my head about 100 times since that game.
okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dicker the kicker, if you're listening, just take care of your body, take care of your mind. We need
He
you.
got his Pro Bowl vote finally.
Attaboy.
Maybe he just gave up after that.
He just needed that Pro Bowl. That's what he's been searching for. All right. Moving on to a game that, the score looked a little more lopsided than it actually was. Baltimore Ravens 41, Green Bay Packers 24. This game, watching it, I thought had a chance to be the best game of the week. Obviously, that Bears-Niners game happened and took the throne on that easily. But before we get into any of the game, I'd just like to shout out Malik Willis and Snoop Huntley, because this game, when you're looking at it before it starts, you see those two names at quarterback with obviously Lamar and Love hurt. You think that it could be like a 13-7 stinker with a bunch of them making turnovers and not being able to hit guys downfield. Both these guys balled out, especially Malik Willis. He took the loss. Snoop Huntley was 16 for 20, so you can't argue with that with a passing touchdown, only 107 yards, but he rushed for another 60. And it's crazy how much he just looks like Lamar running out there.
Yes.
I don't know where that was with the Dolphins when he got some starts with us. That would have been nice to see. But
teams are built a little differently, I'd say.
Certainly. But shout out to those guys because they made that game entertaining as hell on that Saturday night. And the Packers officially limping into playoffs, as limping as any team can possibly be limping, injury wise and just poor play. They've lost 3 straight. And looks like they are gonna and should probably sit everybody next week because they are confirmed the 7th seed. I don't know. I was talking to Packers fan Sam Meyer, who's a big time listener of the show. He would be happy with 0 starters touching the field. And I asked him because I asked him how many like practice squad guys are there that can come up and play. He said there's 11 dudes that per team I think that can come up and play. And then obviously all the starters have backups that ride the pine most of the game. So that I don't know what the spread is on that game and who they play, but that game could just be one of those unwatchable ones, or maybe just some young guys trying to show up for next year. They play the Vikings, so the Vikings will be at full health for that game. That could be ugly. I assume it could be their 3rd stringer. I don't even know if Malik Willis would start. It could be that Toon guy that was in.
I start Malik.
I bet he won't, because he might have to play in the playoffs.
Yeah,
that's true.
And he looks damn good. I mean, what do you guys got on that game? Obviously, let's stick with the Packers for now, and then we'll get to Henry and the Ravens. But what do you got on the Packers from that game, either of you?
I mean, inject Malik Willis into my veins.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope we see him start somewhere next year. I'm pretty sure they said his contract is up after this year.
Yeah, he's
so
free agent.
he definitely will be able to test the market and see see what is out there. So that'll be definitely interesting. But yeah, I mean, from the Packers' perspective, I don't know. Obviously, as you said, they're limping into the playoffs. Looking at the standings, it's seeming like depending on how Week 18 goes, it'll be Bears or Eagles. Give us Bears Packers, boys. Give us Bears Packers.
Yeah.
I would love to see round 3 of that. I want
that
so
bad. Yeah.
And yeah, no, I don't know. Like, I kind of just watched the second half of that game, so I didn't get the full thing. But what I did see was the start of that third quarter when Malik Willis came out throwing darts, and it got me excited to watch the end of the game. Like I was and it was a sick game to watch.
And bombs, like deep shots. He was hitting them.
Like looking elite out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made himself a lot of money.
Yeah.
For next year.
And legacy game for King Henry as well. Shout out to him, obviously.
Yeah, well, getting over to the Ravens. That was a game they obviously need to have to keep their playoff hopes alive. They then needed the Pittsburgh Steelers to lose, which I cannot wait to get to that game. We will shortly. Turns out they have a Week 18 that matters, and it came down to that game. This was Harbaugh, John. I always mix it. It's John on the Ravens, Jim on the
correct.
John Harbaugh obviously screwed up last week. We talked about it. He had Henry having a great game last week or 2 weeks ago now. And then they got to the fourth quarter and they throw in Mitchell or Ali or one of their backup guys. And he didn't touch the field when it matters. They end up losing that game. This week, he's like, all right, well, we're just going to give the ball to King Henry. And holy shit, did he have a game. This was vintage Derrick Henry. He ran the ball 36 times. He must have been exhausted by the end of that game. 36 times he ran, 216 yards, 4 touchdowns. Shout out to anybody that started him in a fantasy matchup in the finals. Mr. Brett.
I have a friend that actually decided to put him on the bench this week.
That's a heartbreaker.
Yeah,
that's a crazy move.
Over him. He was humming and hawing about it, and he started McCaffrey and ETN over him. It was ETN and Henry he was debating between, and you and ETN on that one.
Jeez,
that's
crazy. Just quickly on fantasy, you guys. I know you guys have the game on. Just tell me if Bijan.
I don't have the game on.
Brett, do you?
I'm watching the Canada game now.
Perfect. Okay, I just
4-1 boys. Let's go.
I keep seeing Bijan just. He hasn't passed it yet, but he's right.
Has he gotten closer?
No, same that he was before half 30.
That's good. That's good.
But Rams just kicked a field goal, so the Falcons are getting the ball. So this thing could be over any second now. What a way to lose! What a way to lose. Okay, moving on to Sunday. Let's do our 3 games that don't deserve our time. This week we have Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals 37, the Arizona Cardinals 14. Vintage game from Burrow in that one. Too bad we can't talk about it more. Another quarterback I'd love to talk about more that we can is the Shuckster. The Saints 34, Titans 26. And another quarterback that I like too that we're not going to talk about as much is Jackson Dart and the New York Giants 34, the Vegas Raiders 10. Go ahead, Matt. Trey McBride sets NFL single season record for most receptions by a tight end with 117, surpassing Zach Ertz.
Shuck is 4 years older than Cam Ward, and they were just drafted.
Wow.
Giants Raiders basically playing for first overall. Giants coming out on top 34-10. Raiders worst organization in the league. Max Crosby mad. Pete Carroll likely out.
Joe Burrow showed why he's still a top 5 quarterback with an almost perfect game, throwing over 300 yards and 2 touchdown passes with no turnovers.
Plays great when there's no pressure. Both New York teams combined, 6 wins. They'd still be drafting 7th overall if they combined.
Wow. Shout out to Chris Olave. A bit of an injury-riddled career, but he will be playing Game 17 this week, and a big game for him. 8 receptions for 119 yards and a touchdown.
Cam Ward has played a lot better down the stretch, and I'm excited to see what he can do next year for the Titans.
Cam Ward hasn't thrown an interception in 3 weeks.
There we go. A little bit of Cam Ward love. that's something we haven't done, and he
No,
hasn't
not much.
given us much to give love about, and I'd say it's mostly his team as well. But good for the Rook first overall. That's got to be tough going in and being like the worst team in the league right away. But no interceptions, like you said, Brett, and he's looked a lot better. Last time I get to bring this up this year, that Charmaine DK stat that I've been following. He officially needs 325 yards all-purpose in Week 18 to catch Darren Sproles. So likely not going to happen. But I was following it. He didn't get a chance on too many kick returns. They were putting it through the end zone this week. He actually had a good receiving week. I think he had like 80 yards receiving and got a rush in there. But the return yards, which is where he's made his money this year, weren't there. He will, if he just gets like 50, 60 all-purpose yards, he'll move well in the top 10 ever though. Which is just crazy. I've gone down that rabbit hole of every week just following a meaningless stat that I'll probably never remember after this year. But be on the watch out for 325 all-purpose yards from DK to set an NFL record this week. It'd be great if he just a couple punt returns that are deep that he runs back, kick returns, maybe catches a bomb of a reception at some point. All right, Sunday games. We will move to now. Just pulling up my sheet here. Sorry. We're going to start with the Patriots and Jets. The New England Patriots 42, the New York Jets 10. There's nothing to say about the Jets here other than Breece Hall got 1,000 yards rushing, I think, for the first time in his career. I think the first Jet in a long time. I don't know exactly what the stat is, but it's been a while.
Is he a Jet next year, boys?
What's that?
Is he a Jet next year?
Is he a free agent?
I think his contract is up. There might be like that 5th-year option type of stuff going on potentially, but I think as of now, he might be a free agent.
To get all those first-round picks and then just get rid of your best running back you've had in 25 years.
Yeah,
that was the rumor going into the year that this would be his last year with the Jets, but after obviously is getting the 1,000-yard isn't easy to do. So I wonder if the Jets will throw him the bag, but
yeah, and if they throw him the bag, maybe. But if it's his choice to play on the Jets, or
he's out
somewhere else.
Yeah.
So that's our Jets talk. We can stop that right there. And then obviously now we have the Drake May people saying he's back in the MVP race with that stat line of 256 yards and 5 passing touchdowns. He was 19 for 21. Yes, he looked very good. Yes, the Jets, starting a lot of third stringers. So are we going to take that into too much consideration? I certainly am going to take that into consideration with my MVP vote. I certainly will be. But, the Patriots, it's just crazy. Like last year, if this was a game, Week 17 last year, Patriots-Jets, you're like, oh, two teams that aren't going to make the playoffs again. Like, what's their future going to look like? And now all of a sudden, the Patriots are just a team that they play a bad team and they just kill them. And they just show, like, obviously, I think Mike Vrabel is a big difference, but Stephon Diggs is having one of the better years in recent years. It's crazy to think how long he's been playing. I almost forgot he was a Viking. And a very good Viking.
Yes, very good.
Yeah,
he's good everywhere he goes.
Yeah, Texans, nah.
Oh, I guess so. That was a weird year.
Yeah, he wasn't very good there. And Bills, overrated. Now Patriots, he's a guy I've always hated, but he's having a great year. And then their running back combination looks great, and their quarterback looks great, and their defense looks great, and their head coach is awesome.
Their O-line isn't amazing. They are injured, and then their pass rush is not great. But other than that, there's not many holes. The coaching is incredible.
Yeah. So it's gonna, if that is your first round matchup in playoff spread, it's not going to be an easy one. But I also, I'd still, if I was in your shoes, I think I'd pick them over some other teams. Still, somehow, they have only beat one team over 500. That is still a thing that I'm happy to put out in the universe.
To your original point, I think we're putting a little too much stock in this game. It was the Jets, and the little bits I saw of it, it looked like they weren't playing the same sport.
The touchdown passes were just wide open somehow. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's I'm trying to be like, nice about the Patriots because obviously 13-3 is a really great season, and it is a tremendous. Even this game, like, yes, it's the Jets, it's a win, but obviously they played a near perfect game. And obviously you play who you play, but I do believe the Patriots have one win versus teams over 500 on the year.
Yep, that's correct.
So that is, again, not to say that means playoffs won't go well for them, but I mean, to be a playoff team going against the Patriots, their first year in the dance, their competitive level of teams they've played against isn't definitely the same as some of the other teams in the AFC. So I think that's definitely a question mark for them going into the playoffs. It's hard to say that to a team that's 13-3. Maybe that's just because of like it's almost like genetic hate, I guess, I have towards them. But with that being said, respect to their season. A very impressive season. Never imagined they'd be 13-3. I thought they had like 5 or 6 wins. But with that being said, if I'm an AFC team, I'm okay with playing the Patriots in the playoffs.
Yeah, no, genetic hate. So that means like your dad or your grandpa.
I just inherited it from my
It
ancestors.
gets passed down.
Yeah,
Reese has got it now.
Yeah,
yeah. Well, it skips generations, but
I didn't know. Oh, it skipped. So Grandpa Poole, Patriots hater.
Yeah, like must have been.
My genetic hate. I love that.
Oh, Gavin McKenna with a snipe 5-1, by the way.
Yep.
Go Canada.
Against Denmark, this is like Patriots Jets we're talking here, but
I mean, we went to overtime with Latvia.
It's nice to
and
see
we lost
them
to Latvia last year.
Yeah, nice to see them have a win that's not concerning.
Yes.
Yes.
Cleveland Browns 13, Pittsburgh Steelers 6. I feel like we should have last week. I feel like bad job on us not talking more about how the Browns were going to win this game.
Yep.
Like all year we've harped on somehow the Steelers are going to finish 9-8 or 8-9. We've said it all year, and then last week I feel like we crowned them the division. We forgot that the Steelers are the Steelers. They're going to find a way, and they did. They got 6 points against the Browns, who do have a good defense, but still, you have a chance to win your division. Get how many wins are they at? They're 9-7, so they would have had a chance to get 10 wins for the first time in I don't know how many years. Mike Tomlin, they might not get their 10 wins now because the Ravens have some new life. I don't know if Lamar's coming back. I don't know what that story is, but even if it's Snoop, he looked all right. Like all of a sudden, the Steelers are just right back where we knew they'd be.
I mean, my only question is, how do you put up 6 points when you're literally? I don't know, like. It's not like there's secrets against the Browns. Like they play them all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just.
I
was surprised
Myles
by
Garrett? Did you hear what Myles Garrett said the reason?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
He said
they're more focused on not letting him get a sack versus winning the game.
Yeah.
Which I mean, that's crazy to say.
It was kind of true.
I believe they were trying to avoid.
They were
him
focused.
To get a sack, but I don't know.
Do you know who has the record that he's trying to take?
A Steeler.
TJ Watt.
TJ Watt. So,
yeah, hilarious.
Yeah, I guess that's just like I was surprised by not necessarily the result, but just by how lackluster the Pittsburgh offense was, considering how they've looked in some recent weeks. But
yeah,
it was really not to bring up that game. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go, Brett.
Well, the end of that game, they had the ball with 2 minutes left, lost it. I think it was a 3-and-out, and somehow got the ball back with 1:40 left. And then had 4 chances at the end zone. And Ravens fans, you got to go thank that guy from Detroit that got in the fight with DK because every single route they ran on that last one when they were at the end zone was just a post route to MVS. Yeah, that's DK probably catches it.
And the other thing is they threw in Denzel Ward is his name, right? Denzel.
Yeah.
He's been an awesome cornerback, safety, whatever you call him in the league for a long time. And they threw it in his direction 3 straight times.
It's really bizarre to a guy that is known for dropping balls.
Yeah. Yeah. Valdez Scantling. But not to bring up a touchy subject with Matt, but like you said, if that's DK.
Yeah. I hate that guy.
You should hate the Detroit fan. Did you hear though? Did you guys see the the Detroit fan that he
the
sat
press
at a folding
conference.
table with a backwards hat.
And like
was
jeans on and like a suit jacket.
That was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
I mean, there's two wild stories to this. There's him saying his government name or whatever, and then there's DK's side of it, him of racial slurs, and
then he's pleading.
Let me go ahead. He said it. Did you see what he was wearing at his press conference?
Yeah. Yeah.
He said something.
Yeah, we're not one to judge on this podcast, but if you're you see the long hair, backwards hat, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, shout out the Browns, shout out Shedeur. Couple picks, a great touchdown pass to Fannin, who was just
was it?
Well,
he threw about 10 yards short, and Fannin made a great play.
And there was somehow nobody around.
I think he confused everyone. That the corner and the cornerback just had no idea where the ball was because Fannin started running back towards the quarterback.
Yeah, though, Shedeur guy.
Yeah, 8 picks in the last 4 weeks. That sucks, but he's definitely better than Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
And he's found a way to get a few wins for the Browns. Like he starts all year. They're not going to be a playoff team, but they're they're probably in a better position than they are now. And just for the Browns going into next week, they play who? Because we're on Myles Garrett watch. Obviously, they play the Bengals. That's probably best case scenario for them.
Yep. You might break it by a few.
We are on big time Myles Garrett watch. All right, the Miami Dolphins. We woke up that morning, sent a picture to you. I was with my little guy Tate. Put on his Dolphin shirt. I said, Tate, we got a job to do today. We have a friend in need. We have a friend that needs help. We need to go find a W for the Panthers. We got to do our job. We got to go. Last home game of the year. Quinn Ewers looking for his first NFL start. We got to go find a way. They found a way. Quinn, I think I said awesome. I think I said unbelievable. I might have said a lot of things, watching him. I was excited. Did he have a bad game? No, he had a good game. He almost had a great game. He was 172 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, no turnovers. Possibly like the thing that got me the most excited though. There was 2.5 minutes left in the game. It was one of those. It was the drive we need. First down to ice the game. They were out of timeouts, but it was a third down play. He got pressured, avoided a sack, rushed it up the middle, made a guy miss, got the 6 yards we needed, stands up, does the big first down, and you could see the boys fired up around him, and then did have a couple darts too, and shout out first touchdown for Theo Weiss. He's been on a practice squad all year. That was his first catch of the year, and only one reception for 63 yards and a touchdown. Still his only reception on the season.
That's got to be some kind of bonus he gets.
Hopefully, yeah. He was just pumped to be wearing a jersey. Greg Dulcich, a guy I want to talk about real quick. He was a name, and in our fantasy league, he was a name that was brought up a few years ago because he was drafted in fantasy when he was on the Broncos. He had some good years with the Broncos. Kind of went away a little bit. I think he went to the Giants.
Yeah, he got injury riddled a little bit.
And then I think he went to the Giants or a random team like that. And then he was on a practice squad this year. We picked him up on our practice squad for the Dolphins, and he's kind of been around for a while. And then he started playing games. He looks really good out there.
Really?
He had 5 receptions for 58 yards and a touchdown. But he's like going back 4 or 5 weeks now, he's made some big plays for the Dolphins.
Yeah, his past 3 weeks, he's had almost 50 yards in all of them.
Yeah.
4 weeks.
Yeah. And he seems like a team guy and like a kind of put your work boots on, go to work, like not afraid to block type of guy. Like bring him and Darren Waller back as our 2 tight ends next year. And I'm happy with that combination. If you want to get Jonnu from the Steelers and have all 3 of them, I'd be even happier. But I just wanted to shout out Greg Dulcich. Devon Achane had his worst game of the year with 83 yards rushing. that's a worse game. And you put the 29 receiving he had, he was over 100 all purpose again. So I'll take that as his worst game of the year. It's looking like it's going to kill me in a fantasy final. I don't know if Bijan's. I have to look at that again now.
I can check.
Matt, what do you got on that game though? Obviously, you're following along closely.
Yeah, no, I was just wasn't really following it. I was just getting texts from you, but I just got one text. Yeah, I mean, obviously a huge win. Yeah, I think you texted me when you were up 7-0, and then that was it. I was at a Christmas thing and just had the Panthers on the TV, so I had no idea what was going on in your game. But yeah, obviously huge win. Ewers the future, like is he QB1 next year?
Yeah, I think there's a chance. Like I don't know for sure. I think everyone saw the Lamar Jackson talk. I want to go on record saying I'd give my left nut for Lamar, but that's just not going to happen. It's not something I think. It's not something I'm dreaming about because it's not something. It is something I'm dreaming about, but I don't think it has any possibility of actually being true. So I'm not going to get into that too much.
There is a chance Lamar is on the move.
Yeah, did you see the report last week?
Yeah, but it's just like that. Just feels like
he's sleeping in. He's falling asleep during team meetings. They're putting practice later because of him. Maybe they don't like him.
Hopefully, send him our way.
How many first rounds?
All of them. I would not. I would not blink at the return. Like if I would obviously look at the return for the trade, and it would be huge, and it would probably ruin a lot of our future. I don't care what it would be. I wouldn't be angry to get Lamar Jackson in the building.
Don't hate that at all.
But I don't. I just don't think
coach?
it's. I don't think it's true. What's that?
Where are you at with the coach?
I've been on a kind of a roller coaster. What's that?
Last week you were talking about John Gruden.
Yeah, John Gruden's still number one choice.
Really?
Is number two Mike McDaniel back?
No.
John Gruden's last 4 years coaching the NFL was 3-2 before he got fired, 8-8, 7-9, 4-12.
Yeah, so he went out with a winning record.
It was the Raiders, but no, he definitely did.
Oh, I mean John Gruden's probably more something I would be excited for in the thought of having John Gruden than maybe on the actual football field, but still just for enjoyment purposes, I think John.
The vibes would be great.
The vibes would be awesome tonight. Like he'd be so angry if the boys were playing shitty in the cold or playing shitty in something like that. Like that. Yeah. That narrative would have to be changed.
Yeah, you're right.
He would find a way to do that. It might be Quinn and yours though. If it's not someone we go get in free agency, the problem is to his cap hit is gonna really hurt us for the next couple of years, no matter what we do. It's sounding more and more likely he's just going to be cut. But that's just probably what we got to do at this point. And that's why a guy like Quinn Ewers might get a chance because he's he's dirt cheap. He was a 7th round draft pick. Got him under team control. Maybe you give him a chance. He seems like he seems, listening to him talk and watching how he plays, he at least seems like he's got like the ability to be a starting quarterback in the NFL. Like mind frame wise and just like not that the moment's ever like he's came in and played for a team that's out of playoffs, but it doesn't seem like the moment, is going to get too big for him. Like early in his career, he looks calm out there is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I if he's our starter next year, I wouldn't be that angry about it just to see what we got. Obviously if there's a guy like Lamar available though, you go do that. You guys have anything else on the Dolphins? I'll give after next week, I'll give my my season in review of the Dolphins once I've seen it in full. You go ahead, yes, Brett.
Just Tampa quick. I saw this, which was hilarious. This would be Todd Bowles' second playoff berth if they pull it off, going 8-9.
Wow,
it's just like Mike Tomlin over there.
Yeah. So talk about a coach that needs to go. That's a coach that needs to go.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think even like Bucks fans don't want him anymore.
No. Baker threw for 350 yards in this game.
Kind of
It
played
didn't
like
seem.
shit though.
Yeah, the 2 interceptions. I'll give my boys credit. Way to come down with the ball, but those were some ugly passes. If that was like Tua passing those, it would be all over every kind of social media.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
Matt?
he can't hurt you. He can't hurt you anymore.
No, he can't.
Stop
He can't.
bringing him up.
Yeah, Matt, Bucks. Like what? I know you didn't watch the game, but that's obviously the team you need to be dreaming about until Saturday. Thinking about how you can beat them. What's it going to take to beat a team like that?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, it'll obviously start with limiting the offense,
Yeah,
and yeah, us obviously capitalizing on our chances. But yeah, I don't know. I know the Bucks have lost so many games over the last couple months, but it is scary. Going there week 18, in a primetime type of format. It is. I'm excited, but it's crazy. Like I don't know. What Mike Evans has done to us over the years has been cruel, and that's what scares me the most. And
Yeah.
especially he had a quiet game against Miami in this one.
Well,
that's what scares me.
Yeah. No, that's very fair. We are getting to the Panthers game next year. But just do you want to before I thank me for doing my part?
Yeah, it was a huge win. Congrats to the Finns. Fins up, great win.
There's 2 words you haven't said yet.
Fins up.
Thank you.
Nope.
I don't know.
Well, you asked me to get a job done. I told you I put my little man in a Dolphins shirt. I put all the Dolphin stuff away for this year. Had to get it back out for this one because you need
I
to
don't
win.
buy that. You still had it laying around.
He's wearing it right now.
Yeah.
He's sleeping in it. No, he got it for Christmas. And I put it on right away.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, now let's get to the second half of things that needed to happen. Seahawks 27, Panthers 10. So obviously you can't look at like the every other thing because it's crazy. Like you look like a team that deserves to be in the playoffs one week. You look like Panthers of last year the next week. And it's been that for weeks now. Is that something like are you so bought in on like I know you haven't really been the one to bring up that trend as much as Brett and I have or as much as everybody has, but does that make you feel good about this week against the Bucks because that's what's been happening all year?
I guess it helps slightly. I mean, I'm not going to get like completely bought in on a trend and just no matter what Carolina's winning this week. It's obviously not the case. But the trend of that it is pretty remarkable and hard to believe. I would love for us just to kind of be more so the same team every week, but that's just not the Carolina way this year. It's every other, and every other has a win week 18 in Tampa Bay. So obviously I'm hopeful, very hopeful, but yeah, a frustrating game. I mean the first half it was whatever it was 3-3 at halftime, whatever. It was really close, 6-3 maybe. The offense never really found its beat the entire game. The defense I thought actually played really well. I know Seattle ended up with 27, but I don't think that really tells the full story. I thought our D looked pretty good. We definitely limited Darnold in the passing game. Charbonnet had some big runs, which kind of killed us a couple of times. JC Horn had a face mask on a 3rd and 21, which resulted in points for the Seahawks, which hurt us big time too. Yeah, just like little things like that you got to clean up, and obviously, you got to be better offensively. It was just very, very tough that way. And obviously, Seattle is one of the best defenses in the league, and they are the ones in the FC. They are a really good team, but I certainly expected us to be more, I guess, dangerous than what we were in our last regular season game at the Bank. That's for sure.
The Bank.
The Bank was rocking. Yeah. The Bank was rocking, but not a great way to end your regular season at the Bank.
Question.
Yep.
57 yards on 24 throws. I do think that says more about the Seahawks than it does Bryce. Are you concerned at all that they just gave the blueprint for next week for the Bucs?
Yeah, I did think
It was
about that
just
because
too
they were
high
talking about
safety
that
all game.
I know, like I don't know if we ever really threw the ball over 10 yards. Like
No,
it was,
I don't think you could.
no. But
There
with
were a
that being
couple.
said, what's that?
There were a couple that he did that were misses.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure he threw the ball over 10 yards at least a couple times. But for the most part, it was like a very, very short game. Like we never really, in weeks previous, we've had some long bombs and whatever. And,
Mhm.
Some big plays on even like a 4th and 2, we've just launched the ball down the field and it's worked. We never launched the ball down the field really once. Like, but again, credit to Seattle. But with that being said, not near good enough from Carolina. Not near good enough. Like we got to be a very different team this weekend. Very different team. But I am, for us giving up the most points in NFL history last year, I'm very happy with how our defense has played this year. Like I do think, I feel like we have a turnover or two every game, and that's obviously a huge difference maker.
Mm-hmm. Only bring this up because you love to bring up the 2 interceptions. I would have thought out of mine, but Bryce Young is a double-digit interceptions on the year now.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he is.
Wasn't really a question. Sorry.
Yeah. No, just a statement. That's fine.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
Give us the keys to success for the Panthers. Give us, how on like Leaf game, they always have the little blurb pops up. I know that, they have score on the power play, win the special teams.
Yeah.
3 keys to success for the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, no, I think we just got to get balls deep. No. Man, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Like,
okay, here. I'll give you.
It's us limiting. It's us turning it's us getting 1 or 2 turnovers.
Okay.
It's Mike Evans not having a big game.
Okay.
And then it's our offense scoring 20 plus.
20 plus you need.
For sure. Yeah, I like the Bucs are going to get points. Like there's no doubt about that. They'll turn the ball over, but they'll get their points too.
Okay. Jesse, I don't know how your graphic work is, but maybe get that 3 key success for the Panthers going into
get
this
balls
week.
deep.
Get balls deep.
It's actually not a bad thing to say. You want to get balls deep.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know. I just so upset. Not so upset, but I mean, it's the Carolina way. Like, and the thing is too, it's like Carolina Twitter. Not even blinking an eye on that game. It's like, yep, this is the Carolina way. Like, this is just everyone knew it was going to go this way, and it sure feels like it. Like, obviously, I believe going into that game, but I think if I wasn't, the passionate Carolina fan, but I still knew what I knew about the team, Seattle lock of the century on that game. I mean, like and especially with how it is every week for us, like, of course it's going to come down to week 18 versus the Bucs. Like, I wouldn't, as the Carolina's saying, wouldn't want it any other way.
Yeah.
It is the Seahawks. It's not like you lost to the Raiders.
No, and again, the Seahawks.
Yes,
they're the 1 seed in the NFC. The NFC is better than the AFC. Like they're a very good team.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought we'd just have more fight. Like just play with them a bit more.
So Brett, I'm not sure
the first half, just no points.
I'm not sure if you've seen this. There is we kind of talked about it before we started recording, but we want to tell you on here. There is another scenario that the Panthers can make the playoffs that kind of just came to light recently, or at least I just heard about it recently or saw it. The Panthers can lose this game to the Bucs. And remember last week when I said if the Falcons find a way to go 2-0 and the Bucs go 1-1 and the Panthers go 0-2 in their last 2, all 3 of those teams would end up with the same record somehow.
Right.
But the Falcons have been eliminated from playoffs for weeks, but
we'd
all
all be
end up with the
8-9.
same record. The scenario for the Panthers to get in with a loss is the Falcons going 2-0. So as we sit here, the Falcons are up 24-17 on the Rams in the 4th quarter. Obviously, people listening will know how that goes. And just an update, Bijan got to 40 points in fantasy. So now I'm now losing by 5 points. So I would need a fumble, maybe a couple. So I got screwed. This will hurt for a while. And I'll probably go to bed a little bit angry tonight. This will hurt. But for the Panthers, the Falcons now, if they can pull this one off against the Rams, it stays how it is. You lose to the Bucks on Saturday. You can still get in the playoffs if the Falcons beat the Saints on Sunday. The Saints are back in your life. The Shuckster.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know how I was talking to you two about it before. I don't know how it works. So us 3 teams can go 8-9. We win the tiebreaker. The Bucks can beat us, so we're 8-9. The Bucks are 8-9, but the Falcons lose, so the Falcons are 7-10. The Bucks win that tiebreaker against us. But if we're all 8-9, then we win the tiebreaker out of the 3 teams. Someone explain it to me. I need to know.
It's not going to be me explaining it to you. I promise you that.
No, and trying to Google it is like no answers. Like I want to know how it works because it's crazy to me that if we have 8-9 with the Bucks, just the 2 of us, they win. But if the Falcons are 8-9, then we somehow beat the Bucks. Then
have you Googled this?
I tried and I didn't get an answer.
Can you just go to your search bar and just read, like, if there's history, read out what you. I'm just curious what you typed in to search that.
Well, I just searched how does the NFC South playoff. Where's my phone? Playoff tiebreakers work.
Okay, yeah, it's not as funny as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, no, I didn't know. Like I didn't want to type a paragraph trying to figure it out.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I think it goes to strength of schedule.
But how do the Falcons change ours and the Bucks' strength of schedule?
Because the Bucks
do the Falcons winning make the Falcons a better team, and we're 2-0 against the Falcons?
Yeah,
no, but it puts or the Falcons beating the Saints makes the Falcons a stronger team, and we beat the Falcons twice. And I think the Bucks are they Bucks 0-2 or are they 1-1 with the Falcons?
Yeah, that's probably what. Like, what about a divisional record? Isn't that something to do with it?
We're all 3-3.
Mm-hmm. They're all the same.
If the Bucks beat us, we're 3-3.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me, but that must be how it is. So the Falcons they're that good of a team. If they get that 8th win, that we're like, oh yeah, we beat them twice. We're great.
So Tyler Shuck has beat you twice this year.
Yes.
Could you imagine?
I know where you're going, and I understand this is a podcast and we got to talk about it, but I don't even want to think about it. I just want to beat the Bucks.
Save it for Sunday.
Oh my gosh. You thought you had one must-win game to watch this week. If we don't want this, but if the Panthers somehow lose to the Bucks, we don't want this. There's
a lot of eyes on that game on Sunday
then you have 2 must-win games to watch if that happens.
Yeah, and I won't be able to watch the 1:00 Saints. Right.
Do you remember? Do either of you remember one year? This was when the Leafs never made the playoffs. They they were on their long stretch of never making the playoffs. It was one year. I don't remember exactly what year it was. They got into the last spot. The last game of their last game of the year. They got into the last spot in playoffs, and then I'm pretty sure it was New Jersey. The day after, all they had to do was lose, and the Leafs were in the playoffs. They went to a shootout, and the team they were playing, just like they were already out of playoffs, didn't really care. New Jersey ended up winning in a shootout, make the playoffs over the Leafs. That's just sketched him like that. I remember watching that game, and I'm not trying to bring on bad vibes to you, but that's just.
Yeah, no, I don't know, Sunday or Saturday 4:30. Can't believe it. I thought we'd be obviously I knew the Steelers Ravens would be Sunday night, but also going into Sunday, I thought, I assumed the Steelers are going to beat the Browns in a way too.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, we might be the only game with a team missing or not making the playoffs. So I thought we'd maybe be the Sunday nighter, which would have been perfect. Saturday night would be better. Saturday afternoon, it should be good, but
should be good.
Should be good. I'm worried about the later part of it, but I might just have to sacrifice, the household a little bit.
All right. Okay. Moving on. That'll be a It'll be fun to follow along. Hopefully, hopefully one storyline. Hopefully, it's just the Panthers taking care of business. But if not, but just to have a Falcons Saints game mean as much as it does at 1:00 on Sunday is just hilarious.
Yes, and I do want to move on, but I also was thinking about this when I was showering this week. I want to say something before this game happens.
Okay.
Just because I know my mind will be in weird places depending if it's good or bad. But either way, I'm very proud of the Panthers season. If we don't beat the Bucks, this season is still a win for us. I remember at the start of the year I said, hey, if we get 7 or 8 wins, that's us. What?
I hate this. What is this?
No,
You
it's
have to win
fine.
one game and you're in the playoffs.
Buddy, this is what you didn't say this at the start of the year.
Buddy.
This is what I said at the start of the year. I'm going back to what I said at the start of the year, and I'm saying true to that.
You're putting bad vibes out there.
No, I'm not. I'm
You did
just
a
saying,
good job.
if we lose, I'm going to be in a terrible spot next week. Like I probably won't even show up. But I'm just saying,
that's
just so
not
that
allowed.
this is, yeah, well, we'll see. But I just want to say that's what I said at the start of the season. And looking at the long-term growth of this young team, I will not hang my head low on the season.
See, I have to agree with
I will
Brett
be
because-
very upset and very disappointed, but I want to remind myself that, hey, at the start of the year, you said 7 or 8 wins is a good. You remember that slow?
Yeah. No, we remember, and I don't.
I'm not looking for comments or questions. On to the next game.
Well, now I have to give a comment because you can't just.
You won't get a response.
That's fine. I'm just scared. I don't want to get buddied by you, but I do have to agree with the headphones are
That
off.
was
Perfect.
terrifying.
Okay, Brett and I, we need to talk. I have to agree with you because if he was, say he was at 4 or 5 wins a few weeks ago, and then they went on a bit of a winning streak, then they finished at their 7 or 8 wins, that then he could be, then that's, of course, hang your hat on. That's what you want. But he's now had, is this going to be their 3rd chance to clinch a playoff berth? Is this going to be their 3rd chance at it? This cannot.
It seems like he's incredibly nervous for it.
This season cannot be looked at as a success if they don't make the playoffs. That's just a fact. And he doesn't have his headphones on. He's not listening right now. We can move on. But I think that's a fact.
Like, I don't think Patriots fans are sitting there going, man, it was a hell of a year if we beat them in the first round.
Exactly. No. And they shouldn't think that. They might say that after. They might say that after, but they shouldn't think that. All right, Matt, we're done. We're done. We're done. Hands up. Hands up. We come in peace.
Us.
We're done. We're moving on.
Okay. I just seen what Jesse said. Panthers season-ending speech. That's, yeah. Now I regret saying anything, but I just thought it would be a good thing for me to say what I said at the start of the season.
Yes.
But
No,
that's
I'm
a
glad.
bad thing. I'll keep my mouth shut from now forward.
No, that was the best thing you
No,
possibly could have said.
no.
Please, any
Move
shower
on. I don't want
thoughts?
to hear it. I don't care.
Any shower thoughts you have moving forward, we want to hear all of them no matter what. So that was perfect that you said. That was
Maybe
I
not all of them.
The Philadelphia Eagles 13, the Buffalo Bills 12. Holy shit, are the Buffalo Bills just a bad football team? Obviously. I'm obviously joking. I'm obviously joking with that. The weather was the worst weather for a game all year. I have to imagine, like, anybody that was around our area Sunday, just the shittiest weather we've had forever. I don't know. Like, do you guys have any branches come down to your place?
Yep.
I got a few branches down. A lot of the neighbors have branches down. It was raining all day. The rain turned, it froze on the trees. They got a little heavy. The wind picked up. Things were blowing over. My point, I have to imagine in Buffalo, things were pretty similar during that game because it didn't look like snow. It didn't look like rain. It combination of those two things, and they were playing in it. It looked horrible, but it is fun to watch a game like that. And the Philadelphia Eagles came up on top. So even more fun for a guy like myself. I guess to go to the end of the game and then, chip in with what you guys have, but the 2-point conversion decision, is that a little controversial? Obviously we've had this conversation before. It's easy to say it is when it doesn't work, but what would you guys have done?
Do either of you guys think it was the wrong call? Because I still don't understand the point that it is. Like, I think that's the right call, right? That you're on the 1 yard line. You go to overtime and then you start at the 30?
Yeah, I guess the argument could be even if you lose the flip in overtime and they get a field goal, you still have a chance, but then you're losing. So
I mean, their offense wasn't moving. I guess that's the argument. But like you're on the 1 yard line, you have Josh Allen. The play was wide open. He missed.
It sure was. It was wide open. Yeah. I've had this on my mind, by the way. You see Josh Allen's gift to the O-line. He's getting a lot of praise for it. You guys see what it was?
Meat?
Yeah. A quarter of a cow of beef.
Yeah.
Great gift. Might look like a great gift. You know who else has bought a quarter of a cow of beef before?
You.
Me. Josh Allen should not be buying something for his O-line that I can afford.
It's actually a good point. It looked like a lot of meat.
Yeah, it is a shit ton. We're gonna do it once a year now. Fill the deep freeze. You know, if you want to get into meat talk, I think financially it's a good decision, and it's great to have some local ground beef if we want to do beef talk. But my point, when I saw this, he's getting a lot of praise for it. Again, he obviously bought more than one. There's more than one O-line, but it's I should not be. You know, we're used to seeing guys get like gators or golf carts or something. The O-line should not be getting something that I can afford from a guy that making as much money as Josh Allen. I just want to be on record. Not as good a guy as everyone says he is. He probably is. Good guy, probably. But
he's a good guy. He's constantly in the hospital with sick kids. So,
well, I mean, yeah.
Good guy.
What are you gonna say about that?
Yeah, no, nothing. I'm
All
not
right,
gonna
quick.
say
We do got to talk the Eagles because
yeah,
God, do they do a great job of just pulling teams down and play like shit like them?
yeah.
Seems like every game. And
Yeah.
I'm starting to believe that they have 9 plays to start a game and they just run those 9 plays the whole game. And then teams make adjustments and they don't do anything in the second half. They got one first down. Jalen Hurts didn't complete a pass in the second half.
Yeah. Did he
Yeah,
not?
how's that even possible?
I know. The one first down they got was a run.
And last year things like that would happen, but then you'd see Barkley had 170 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Right.
He only had 68 yards rushing in this game.
Yeah, Philly, the defense is legit. The offense has to figure something out. I don't know what the problem is there. I mean, it was a shitty game, but they looked good in the first half. So, I don't know.
Yeah. Anything else in this game?
I didn't really see any of it, but I mean, potential Super Bowl matchup, potential.
Yeah, I don't hate it. Both these teams turned on in the playoffs. Schaefer's and Brandon Cooks out of nowhere played great.
Yeah,
Very funny.
I didn't even know Brandon Cooks was there.
No, nor did I.
I think he got picked up like after the deadline on waivers or something.
And he played all right. James Cook has to play good, and the Bills can win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Can we save the Bills Super Bowl? That's a full name. The tattoo thing is still in my mind. I'm starting to like. You want to talk about shower thoughts? Sometimes I'm in the shower and I'm looking at my looking around my body, which I don't have the best relationship with to begin with, and I'm trying to. What, Matt?
What?
You were looking at me funny.
Sorry, I was just listening to you talk. Continue your shower.
Brett walked away. You were just staring at me, and I was talking about my body in the shower. And
I was literally. Is that not what you're supposed to do? Look at the person while they're talking.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I can't do anything right today, boys.
Matt.
I'm never giving a speech on this podcast again. Never. You won't see it.
Brett's
I'm just trying to get ahead of negative thoughts, and now it just got totally misconstrued. And yeah,
can you understand?
You won't see me do a speech on this podcast again. What I've said right now is already too much of a speech, so I'm done.
That you shouldn't be done. That was the best part of this podcast so far.
No, it wasn't. It was my least favorite part of my whole week.
What?
Yeah.
We disagreed with you.
I'm just trying to get ahead of negative thoughts because the game can go either way. All I'm saying is I'm proud of our season, and you guys just take it the wrong way. So I'm done. I'm out.
You're out of what?
Out of speeches. You won't see it happen anymore.
Really?
Done with speeches. Yep.
I mean, so if you win, we won't hear a good speech. If you lose, we won't
I'll
hear.
talk about the game, but I won't have any type of spiel on it really. Just talk about the game, but not a
That's
speech
wrong.
on how I feel. No, just that's okay. Let's continue.
I get shit on for saying how I feel about my team all the time on this.
Yeah, I'm ready to continue.
Well, how do I go back to my shower thoughts talking about my body, which I don't love now?
Well,
where was I? Why was I even
give yourself
talking
a
about
break?
that?
I don't know. Because you brought up my speech about how I was in the shower thinking about what I thought about the Panther season. And then you guys misconstrued everything. That's how it happened. That's exactly how it happened.
Why was I talking about being in the shower though?
You tell me.
Nothing to do with your shower talk.
You're feeling your body. I don't know.
Feeling no, I was.
I don't know what you do in the shower, but you were talking about your body a lot.
This is the wildest conversation we've ever had on this podcast.
Yeah,
Jesse.
I'm ready to move on to the next game.
Okay, and what do we think Brett had to run? What do you think he was doing?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Can you title this episode Shower Talk?
No.
Please.
No. That's literally about my speech. I'm trying to forget everything. I honestly want to edit it out.
No, are you kidding me?
The amount of hate and backlash I've received from it is crazy.
What hate did we
I'm
disagreed.
Just saying, I'm trying to get ahead of negative thoughts in case things go bad this week. And now it's like people are talking about, I'm talking about the funeral here.
The funeral?
Okay. Move on to the next game before I leave.
God damn, you leave for 2 minutes and it gets weird, eh?
Yeah.
Still have my headphones in.
So you were hearing everything?
I did, yeah. A lot of body shower talk.
Yeah, how did it start?
How did I start
back
talking about
into
the
it?
shower? Did you hear that? Why did I bring up the shower?
No idea.
All right. Well, yeah.
Oh, Josh Allen tattoo.
Allen tattoo. That's why I was in the shower looking my location for the Josh Allen tattoo because I have to get it. Prakash brought up because
you got to title the shower talk.
You guys started talking, that Bill's Super Bowl, which means tattoo has to be full name. Okay, wow. We 49 Jesse. Matt, can you bring Jesse in? We're on to the Bears chat, and I need just another one perspective on just Jesse. What just happened?
Yeah, that was a roller coaster. Holy,
yeah.
I do want to say I feel a bit bad for my. I'm titling this clip Panthers season-ending speech, Matt. I feel like
I'm just trying to say things with
there.
a fresh perspective on if things go bad, but you guys just hate me for it. So I'm done. I'm done.
Quite the opposite.
I'm done.
It was just premature, Matt.
How's it premature? I'm literally talking about what I said 18 weeks ago. If we lose next week, Brett, I'll be one pissed off boy. I won't be saying good things about our season.
Doesn't sound like you will.
Yes, you will.
If we lose this week,
yeah,
I don't think I'll be. Yeah, it was a good effort. Hell yeah.
I really didn't mean to bring this up again.
Isn't that exactly what you said? If we get 7 wins, it's a good year.
That's what I said at the start of the season. I'm just trying to put things into perspective. Like, if things don't go our way this week, I don't want to be upset with how the season went because we're taking steps as what I said at the start of the year. Yes, is there missed opportunities if we don't make it? Sure. But I'm trying to stay positive on this organization. Our quarterback that has received controversy after controversy from all you fakes out there. So that's all I got to say.
I just wanted to, I didn't mean to bring all that up again. What I wanted to say
You
was
just keep
that
bringing it up.
I
It's
don't-
like we can't stop talking about it.
I feel bad for piling. I feel bad for piling on because I noticed off the bat of this podcast, the first 4 minutes, Brady chirped Poolsy for the way he titles the episode, and then the Dolphins doing their job and the Panthers not, and then
Mhm.
immediately, like 30 seconds later, was like, Poolsy, why are you grumpy all the time?
Yeah,
He's just been on his back foot all podcast long.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to say positive things in case things don't go our way. And apparently that's the wrong way to go about it. So my apologies.
No, you have nothing to apologize.
Okay, let's move on to the next game before I leave.
Next game.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Jesse, don't bring up anything more. And Matt, I would like to formally apologize.
I did nothing
All right.
wrong. I'm not apologizing.
San Francisco 49ers
I
42,
hate
Chicago
everybody.
Bears 38. Game of the year, I would say is a very fair statement. I think it's almost. I was trying to think back. There's been a couple times we said game of the year. I think there was a Rams Seahawks game at one point where Sammy D turned the ball over a bunch, but it was super high scoring and late. Or one of the teams won late. I think that's one I think of. I couldn't really think of any more. I think this is a no brainer. Both quarterbacks played well. Caleb for 330 yards with 2 passing touchdowns. Purdy looked awesome, 303 yards, 3 passing touchdowns. Did have the interception, both running or Christian McCaffrey was Christian McCaffrey again. Luther Burden was making plays out there. But at the end of the day, the 49ers were the better team, and they have a legit chance. What's the 1 seed situation like in the NFC? Does anyone have that in front of them or no?
Yeah.
Whoever wins Saturday night.
49ers Seahawks next week.
for the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
And you cannot get it anymore.
Correct.
Okay. So Jesse, watching that game, I mean, there's not probably too much to be angry about other than, well, you don't want to give up 42 points probably, but it's a good game.
Yeah. I mentioned this pre-recording. Basement flooded, so was emptying my basement for the majority of this game, which was very disappointing. Especially seeing the result, like this would have been an electric game to just watch the whole time. But yeah, I watched most of the fourth quarter. Pretty much exactly what you said. Don't want to see your defense give up that many points. Pretty rough. Other than that, not too much to complain about. The last play was pretty like a throw that really didn't have a chance to get caught on the last play of the game. Was a bit tough. Would have liked to see something different there, but I guess, I don't know. But overall, it was an electric game. Can't complain too much. And
Yeah. Brett, you get to watch this one?
Yeah, loved it. It was a blast. That last play, the pressure came on him. I'm not throwing that one on Caleb. I think that was his coming out party, though. The way he stayed in the pocket, every time he got pressured, he came out of the pocket. He throws dimes like far down the field by a flick of a wrist. It's pretty fun to watch. That being said, your defense can't stop a nosebleed, brother.
yeah,
Who
That's
would
bad.
you like to play in the playoffs if you could play anyone?
oh man, I don't know. Like, it's wild
be
that
the
the
Packers.
Rams are. I think the Packers. It's wild that the Rams are a wild card team because I think they're the first team I don't want to play. I think they're the last. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think probably the Packers. I was kind of debating this and like, I don't know. This was a bit on Bears Twitter of like,
You're
just
saying
like,
do you want to play
What's
the
that?
Packers? That's what you're saying.
yes,
You do want to play.
I think yes, that would be. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, just in terms of like getting the 1 seed, like if you get the bye, like obviously they didn't. So, but if you get the bye and then you lose in round 2, but it's your first game in the playoffs, I don't know. What difference is that? Like maybe you not getting the bye, you actually have a better shot of winning that first game, and that I would love more than getting the bye and losing the first game you play. I don't know. So I'm not crushed about it. It was out of our control anyways. We could have went 2-0 and still not gotten it. So I like no matter what, it's a home game, which is awesome. And it would just be an electric atmosphere to see Bears Packers in game 1. So
Yeah, especially after splitting them during the season.
yeah, and like guys getting injured and all that, like it'd be
We
awesome.
need that. We need that so bad.
Bears Packers.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Luther. Oh yeah, my Luther story. The reason I started liking Luther, Missouri, was I was trying to think when it was. I don't know if you guys remember. We watched Missouri in Brett's parents' basement last year when we were doing the flooring. We watched some of the Missouri game. That's
Yes, we did.
where and I remember Luther had some good big plays, and that's why the I guess enjoyment for Luther started for me. I was trying to
Nice.
think, why do I like this guy so much? That was
Nice.
why.
yeah,
it has
he's
nothing to do with the fact that he's a Panthers, or he's like drafted with a Panthers pick.
I didn't even know that.
Did I ruin it for you?
I didn't. Where was he drafted?
It was in
the
one of the
first
picks
round?
we got. No, a
Second.
third round, but one of the picks we got
whatever.
with the whole
We
deal.
got
Anyway,
Bryce. Yeah, whatever.
who gives a shit?
one thing to watch the next week is Caleb does need 270 passing yards to become the first Bears quarterback
wow.
to have 4,000 yards in a season. So doable, more
Does the
doable than
game
I
mean
thought it
anything
might
to
be.
you?
Huh?
Does the Lions game mean anything to you standings wise?
I don't think. No, I don't think so. I don't know if it could. Like, no matter what, we have a home playoff game. I don't know if it would make a difference for other teams' seedings. Probably
Yeah.
not.
It's just basically between you and the Eagles for if
Two.
you and the Eagles both win, you stay as the 2 seed.
Right.
Which I really hope you do because I agree with everybody. I think everybody should and does want Packers Bears. That's just that's what we need for our first round playoffs. All right.
Yeah.
Moving on to the cover game. Matt will give us some updates from last week. I already know Brett is just on an all-time heater in this, which is just crazy because I don't think the guy's quite as smart as his picks are sounding. But today's episode is brought to you by 509 Tech Services, your go-to experts for phone, tablet, and computer repair. From cracked screens, dead batteries to affordable phone plans, they've got you covered. Looking for a new device? They sell pre-owned phones backed with a full 1-year warranty. Learn more. Shop online at 509techservices.ca. Mention Sunday Fun and receive 10% off your purchase. That's 509 Tech Services. Fast, friendly, and reliable tech you can trust. By the way, before you give us an update, Matt, it's 24-24 Rams and Falcons with a minute 40 left, it looks like. Puka Nacua, Brett, late touchdown. I don't know if that means any implications. I don't know if you literally meant he needs 70. But
I think he needed 45. So I don't think
45.
he got it.
Well, you know who got 45 is Bijan.
I didn't mean to bring it up.
He has 42 fantasy points. Like I went into day, I have a little bit of a fantasy football problem, and I know Matt shares this problem with me. I think, or maybe it's not a problem for you, but I'm in 5 leagues. And I look at fantasy football as a bit of a side business in my mind when I start the year. I look at it thinking, like I win a few of these leagues, all of a sudden I'm bringing in a profit for Jill. Like she can see, like this thing you're doing, it means something. And then today, out of my 5 leagues, 5 is too many, by the way. I'm not proud of that. I'm not proud to say that at all. 5 is too many. But out of those 5 leagues, I'm in 2 finals this week. And both were looking very promising. One is going to be a win. Both were looking very, very promising, though. And I started counting the money.
No!
And I told yesterday when I was watching, I told Joe, I'm like, I'm not saying any. I'm not like I'm in 2 finals. I'm not saying what potential winnings could be. I think tonight. I don't think I said the full number, but I told her about some of the potential winnings could be. And I'm going to have to tell her in the morning that those numbers that I told her no longer exist. It's a problem.
You're going to have to tell her that a man from Atlanta stole your money.
Yeah. And I think he wants to be called Bajan. I think that's his real name, Bajan. To me, he will always now officially be Bijan. I'm not. Yeah, he's not Bajan to me. I hate that guy. All right, Matt. Sorry.
Yeah, no. As you said, somehow Brett just being a dog out here. 4-0. Miami plus 5.5, New Orleans minus 2.5, Dallas minus 6.5, and Jay Ferg touchdown.
Brett
Yeah.
shakes his head like he expects to be 4-0.
Yeah, again, start listening to me.
It's almost January. I'm going to start parlaying your picks.
In
Alright.
Brett's last 4 weeks, he has 1 pick incorrect.
That's insane.
God, I'm good. And then I lose all the money anyway.
And then myself went 1-3, hitting Cincy minus 6.5. Didn't get Gibbs as my touchdown scorer. Gerbs were still waiting the Rams, but currently 1-2, hitting a
What's
Harvey
the-
touchdown score
What's the Rams spread?
minus
that I needed?
7.5.
Oh, that's dead.
Ooh.
Okay, well, Gerbs is 1-3 then. Let me just tally that real quick there before I forget.
You don't have to.
And then our guest listener Justin went 2-1, hitting Cleveland plus 4 and Seattle minus 7. Our order for this week is Brady, Brett, myself.
Hey, shout out the Finns. And
We got-
speak-
Guest picks?
Yes, sorry, guest picks. My bad. Should have gave that to you earlier. They were texted in by Zach Weidman, Chargers fan. He's got an explanation for his picks as well, which I will give you. First, though, Raiders plus 5.5 against the Chiefs. Buccaneers minus 2.5 against the Panthers.
Yeah.
Atlanta minus 2.5 against the Saints. If the Buccaneers, his explanation.
What was the
is
Raiders spread?
Raiders plus 5.5.
Okay.
Yeah, he's basically cheering for the wild scenario of the Falcon Saints game mattering with his picks there. Yeah,
I like that a lot. He had the Falcons?
yeah, minus 2.5.
Yeah. Perfect. Just want to make sure I don't pick it. Solid
Gerbs,
pick.
you're on the clock.
Yeah, I'm gonna, last game of the year, I'm gonna be watching my boys. We don't lose 2 games to New England in a season. That's just not something we do. We might this year, but we will cover the plus 11.5.
Well said. This week is tough because these
Yeah,
games, half of them, we don't even know if like quarterbacks are starting. So
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
Monday.
I'm just going to keep riding my 49ers. That Super Bowl bet I have is now cash out at 50. Still going to just keep that around. 49ers Saturday night plus 1.5.
Yeah, that was going to be my pick. Boy. Yeah, whatever. We'll say whatever. Let's just take Carolina. I'm going to do it at some point anyway. So
Love it.
Carolina plus 2.5.
Oh yeah.
Is there a plus 3 anywhere out there? Nope.
Oh, I got a +3.
Oh, there's a plus 3 power play.
Power play. Shout out. If only we could
And
shout out
then-
the app that we're using to see all these, but
I
they
know.
won't give us ad reads. So
And then we'll take Jacksonville Jaguars were on their season hot minus 12.
yeah, it's a big
Wow.
spread. I was looking at that, but are the Jags playing for anything this coming week?
I think for nothing probably. Maybe the division if the Texans can win the tiebreaker.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's true. They need to win to stay first in their division.
Yes. Oh, good call.
I'm just trying to really find games that mean something.
Yeah,
Yeah, same. Give me the Steelers plus 3.5 Sunday night. I'm not
Ooh,
confident they'll win, but that game will be close.
10-win Steelers. Never seen it. Not with my eyes. Actually, was it like 4 or 5 years ago? They were like 11-2 and the most fraudulent 11-2 ever, or something.
Yeah.
Not a single
that.
person believed in them.
Yeah, that was wild. Are we at me for back to back?
Yep.
this is a game that won't matter by the time it comes, I believe, because I do believe the Panthers are going to win. But I also believe in the Shuckster a lot. So I'm going to go Saints plus 2.5. Unless I can find a 3. Nope, plus 2.5 for the Saints. And I just want to be clear that does not have anything to do with anything. It doesn't. And if it comes to that too,
Are you talking? I'm not saying anything.
yeah, I know. I want to be like, I will be cheering for the Saints to lose by 1 if it comes to that.
Sure.
Okay. There's nothing else I like, but
Yeah, it's getting tough.
But the Bills, I mean, I don't care who's starting. Give me -7 against the Jets. The Jets are just so bad.
Yeah.
That could just be, now that I picked that though, and you can keep it written down, but that's just going to be a game the Jets win though. Now that I say that, bet Jets money line.
Brett.
Fuck it. Last pick of the regular season. Give me the Bengals. Joey B will play great, and everyone will talk about him. -7.5.
And I'll go against you, Brett, and take the last game of the regular season, the Baltimore Ravens -3.
You didn't hear my record or what?
Well, I got to start chipping away, you know.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, and percentages, we're going to need after next week, or like for next week's episode, maybe some percentages going into playoffs to see if I even have a chance to climb out of the cellar.
We got to remember, there's Super Bowl. There's several picks on the line.
Several picks still remaining. Yes, that is good to remember. Several. We might add some more this year, actually, too. Just see if Brett can somehow go like 13-0 on picks.
Love it.
All right, good episode. Matt, I'd like to formally apologize for being mean at the start of the episode.
I'd like for absolutely nothing.
Pins up.
Hold up.
Watch the YouTube, subscribe, like, all the things, please. Love you.